Humans imagine they forget, but the truth is there's no such thing as true forgetting. Every experience, every emotion, every memory doesn't vanish. It settles into the depths of the soul as part of its hidden reservoir. These traces might be buried under the debris of daily distractions, but they don't perish. They linger in the labyrinth of the subconscious. Then suddenly, they resurface in a slip of the tongue, a burst of anger, or a fleeting dream. The soul, like matter, obeys an eternal law. Nothing is lost, nothing is created from nothing. All that happens is that this reservoir sinks into the storerooms beneath consciousness, awaiting its reawakening through dreams, those secret lives that breathe vitality into the worries buried under the surface of awareness. Dreams, mirrors of the soul, and keys to the reservoir. Dreams are not mere passing shadows. They are a bridge between the conscious and the unconscious, the body and the spirit, the human and other realms. They are the life that seeps into what we've forgotten or neglected, reviving it symbolically or directly. But what drives these dreams? What shapes their content? Psychologists have long debated this. Present worries or past echoes. Some argue that dreams reflect the concerns of the moment, the last thought occupying your mind before your eyes close. If you fall asleep lost in an idea, it's likely to weave itself into your dream. Others, led by Freud, believed the past, especially childhood, holds the deeper key. Freud saw bodily needs like indigestion or thirst as triggers for dreams, but rooted their essence in childhood and its repressed desires. Adler and the ego's quest? In contrast, Adler viewed dreams as revolving around the human drive to assert the self, to achieve identity and presence. Even love and conflict to him boil down to this ultimate goal, self-realization. Bergson and sensory sparks. Bergson, however, pointed to external stimuli, like a ray of sunlight brushing an eyelid or a dog barking at night, as creators of entire dream narratives. He once recounted a dream where he was lecturing only for the auditorium to erupt in chaos with shouts of "Get out!" He awoke to find a dog barking in a rhythm eerily similar to those words. Yet, as Freud critiqued, Bergson stopped at the form, ignoring the substance. Freud, sex, repression, and exaggerated symbolism. Freud undeniably laid the groundwork for understanding dreams as expressions of the repressed. He saw them as orbiting around taboos, particularly sexual ones rooted in childhood. But his symbolism veered into excess. A pen or sword became a phallic symbol, a cave or circle a feminine one. Even climbing a mountain was interpreted as a sexual act. This overreach made his theory contentious. Critics highlight Freud's greatest flaw. He built his framework on pathological cases, hysterics and the mentally ill, then applied it universally to the healthy. His fixation on the Oedipus complex cast the child's bond with the mother as the root of all later psychological woes. Yet, how could a man who lived an ascetic life, neglecting even his wife's natural rights, reduce the human soul to mere sexuality? Erich Fromm, one of his followers, sharply criticized him, arguing that Freud himself was unwell, projecting his own distortions onto everyone and fixating solely on the animalistic side of the psyche while ignoring its loftier dimensions. Dreams, as dialogue, the Quranic vision. Against these scientific theories stands the Quranic perspective, offering a comprehensive and profound lens. The Quran classifies dreams into two types: adgath, chaotic, jumbled visions, and ruya, revelatory insights. Yet it labels them all ahadith, narratives or dialogues, a term rich with philosophical weight. A dream is a conversation between two parties, the self and the self, daily worries echoing in the subconscious, the body and the soul, thirst or pain sparking vivid imagery, Satan and the soul, base desires and forbidden urges shaped by demonic whispers, angels and the soul, true visions foretelling the future or guiding the spirit, God and the soul, as with Abraham's dream, where God inspired him to sacrifice his son. The soul, in this view, stands on a delicate thread between the river of tangible reality and the river of hidden unseen realms. Its rank determines the nature of the dialogue. A lustful soul hears only Satan's murmurs, while a purified soul rises to catch whispers from angels or divine inspiration. Prophetic dreams, like the king's vision in the story of Joseph, defy materialist theories. If a person sees tomorrow in their sleep and it comes to pass, it means the future already exists in a divine knowledge, toppling Marxist claims that matter precedes thought. The future, preordained, reveals itself in glimpses, shattering the notion that causality alone drives existence. Symbolism, time, and space in dreams. Dreams are inherently symbolic, as the Quran affirms with the king's vision of cows and stalks. But they also transcend time and space. In a dream, there are no walls or distances. You might be on a train one moment, then in a hospital the next. Dreams have their own temporality, distinct from the rhythm of waking life, making them a unique universe unto themselves. Conclusion: the soul's layers and dreams as their reflection. Freud fixated on the commanding soul, the base, animalistic layer overlooking the higher tiers the Quran describes, the self-reproaching, the inspired, the tranquil, the content, the pleasing. Dreams aren't just outlets for lust, they mirror the soul's station. A lowly soul sees chaos, a lofty one sees visions. Ultimately, dreams are more than psychological phenomena. They are an ongoing dialogue between the human and their inner and outer worlds, between their reality and the unseen, between their spirit and its creator.